Well, hello, my name is Jim Royal. I'm a huge Beatles and Elvis Presley fan and basically classic rock in general. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Smash that bell. Also, feel free to leave comments. I always enjoy reading them and I do my best to try to respond in a timely manner. Today I wanted to do something a little special. These were releases I was not aware of them until very recently for the most part. I knew they existed, but I didn't know what they were. I'm talking about releases, 3 albums, original albums from Canada. This was kind of fun. So the United Kingdom, the parent company of the Beatles was EMI there, and they had a sister company here in the States. And that was Capitol. So Capitol put their own little albums together for the United States market. So in the US we had, for example, Meet the Beatles, we had the Beatles' second album, we had Something New, we had the Beatles' Story, we had Yesterday and Today, right? Well, Canada had their own releases too, so that's what I'm going to highlight. Now, I noticed that I had quite a hard time, in some cases, trying to find these at a decent price because I had to get them from Canada. I went on eBay, and I'm going to show you them, though. Why don't we start out? So, the first one is called Beatlemania with the Beatles. And this was originally released November of 1963. So, at the time of when the Beatles came out. So, see, isn't that nice? The difference with that cover, which is right here, see, is you don't have all that. You don't have the quotes from Time. You don't have Newsweek and, you know, the Queen Mother on there, which I thought was interesting. But in essence, what this is this is with the Beatles, all 14 songs. And you even have the liner notes, the same liner notes from the UK version right here. I want to show you the rainbow, Capitol, which I always enjoy. Beatlemania with the Beatles on the rainbow label. Now this is supposedly an early press, and I'm sure it is. When I was originally trying to get these, this was very, very costly, okay? Well, it could have been. They were asking anywhere from like, I don't know, $100 to like $250 for this recently. And I was like, no way. I ended up, I think, getting this for $70 US dollars, which I thought was reasonable. Well, what I was doing is I came across another one in my travels, and this was a newer version. I believe this is from 1978, so it's a little cleaner, right? And then on the spine you can see that better. But what was interesting about this one is at the factory they made a mistake. Now I wanted to see, would this really increase the value? No, doesn't look like it. But look at this. This nice purple label of Capitol. So it says stereo 2, right? So side 2. But look at this. It says stereo 2 on both sides. Now playing the music, it does have the proper music, the proper side 1 music, and then the proper side 2. But it's got that label on there twice. So I thought that was kind of fun, so that's the reason I picked that one up. Okay? Alright, the next album, their second one, is called Twist and Shout. And this was originally released in Canada, February of 1964. And this, I believe, is close to an original pressing. It says it is. Got the rainbow. Now, what exactly is this material? This is, for the most part, Please Please Me, the first UK album. The difference, though, with it is it takes off 2 songs and it adds 2 songs. So it takes off I Saw Her Standing There, which normally would open up the album. nice rocker from Paul, and it takes off Misery. It adds 2 A-sided singles. It adds From Me to You, and it adds She Loves You. Hence, featuring She Loves You. Now besides that, I also got a newer copy of it, and this one looks pretty good, right? Okay, and it's on the orange label for Capitol. I think this is from the 70s, I think. And this looks really good. And it sounds really good too. Okay. I'll just give you, personally speaking, there's some liner notes that are here. John Lennon, born October 9th, 1940 in Liverpool, is 5'11" tall, has brown eyes and brown hair. He likes the color black, steak and chips and jelly. Admires the work of singers Carl Perkins, Chuck Berry, Benny King, the Shirelles, Larry Williams, Little Richard, the Miracles, Elvis Presley, Gene Vincent, and Kay Starr. He likes clothes which are dark in color, suede, and leather. Says he plays harmonica, maracas, and a bit of piano and banjo, and spends much of his spare time writing, playing records, and composing. He likes music, books, painting, television, and some modern jazz, and dislikes thick heads and traditional jazz. With Paul, he has written all the Beatles hits plus songs for Billy J. Kramer. So this particular cover was from the Twist and Shout EP in the United Kingdom in July of '63, minus this, which was newer artwork that Capitol put together. Alright, the last one is one that I found in a local record store in, I don't know, it was maybe 7 years ago, around 2018. And I thought I had never seen anything like this, and I was like, well, look at this. It's the Beatles' Long Tall Sally. Now, take a look at the artwork on here. What does this look familiar to you if you're used to the United States releases? This was released May of 1964 in Canada. Look at it. The Beatles' second album. Okay? Exactly the same. Okay, and then I'll show you the vinyl. Another rainbow. This says that it's an original 1964 press, so hopefully it is. Okay, so what's on this? What's on this is 12 songs. You've got I Want to Hold Your Hand on here, which was an A-side to a single in Britain. You got the B-side, This Boy, also on there. Those two songs that they took off, Please Please Me, they put on here. I Saw Her Standing There and Misery. They have Long Tall Sally from the EP that was released in the United Kingdom from the Beatles. They also have I Call Your Name from there. They have This Boy, which is the B-side to the... oh, I'm sorry, I'll Get You, which is the B-side to She Loves You. And then they've got new music, You Can't Do That, from A Hard Day's Night. Besides that, they have 4 songs that repeat from the first Canadian album, Beatlemania with the Beatles. And that is You Really Got a Hold on Me, Devil in Her Heart, and Roll Over Beethoven, and also Please Mr. Postman. I thought that was interesting. I just think they ran out of material, so they put this together. So anyway, what happened after that was, I think is the president of Capitol decided, you know what, we're going to have the Canadian and the US albums the same. So that's what they did after these. So all of them would be the same after that. So I wanted to thank you for watching my video, and you take care, okay? Have a great day. Bye.